Hello, gentlemen of the internet. My name's Christine, and I'm looking for love. Not companionship, love. Real love. Forgive my being so direct, but, well, I do pride myself on being an honest woman, and let's face it, I'm not 21 anymore. I have been unlucky in love so far, but I remain a hopeless romantic. So, if you like what you see, swipe away. I think I'm supposed to say a bit about my history, and I have a few notes. I have been married before. Well, that won't be a surprise, will it, given my devastating looks? I was very young, too young, in fact. Yes, it was almost an arranged marriage. My mother was very keen to get me out of the house on account of my good looks and her, well, rather masculine jawline. And his family wanted to rent out his room. They were saving up for a foreign holiday, so it suited everybody. The marriage didn't last, though. Didn't last a year, sadly. He died. It was a terrible shock. He had a heart attack. Oh. But we weren't happy. Well, it had turned out that he was very liberal and, well, I'm quite fond of capital punishment, so we just weren't compatible, were we? I was left a widow at 24. 24 and no job, no qualifications, and only my devastating cheekbones to fall back on. That was when Peter came into my life. Oh, he was a marvellous man. He had such a lot of money and the chest hair of a Greek god. Unfortunately, he also had a roving eye. Oh, I don't mean for the ladies. No. About a year into our marriage, he got a detached retina. And after that, I could never look at him in the same way again. Well, he could never look at me the same way again. I am a very sensual woman. And quite frankly, I could never tell if he wanted to take me upstairs to bed or he was checking the gas meter. It was most unfortunate. He was very much in love with me. But within 18 months, he was gone. A tragic car accident. Tragic. The police said they couldn't understand what had happened. They found him on the drive. The police think that the handbrake of his BMW had slipped and whoops. Funnily enough, dead, his eye looked perfectly normal. How did you cope, Christine? Well, the answer was tranquilizers, gin, and throwing myself into the local amateur operatic society. On account of my devastating soprano voice, and my very slender hamstrings, I have often been asked why I did not become a professional actress. Did I have the talent, you ask? Certainly. Did I have the drive and ambition? Absolutely. Could I have coped with all the travelling about, staying in bed and breakfast with nylon counterpanes? Certainly not. Oh. Well, so the professional stage's loss was Alton Operatic Society's gain. I gave my Iolanthe to great acclaim. And at the after-show party, I met David. David had been in a long-term relationship with the social secretary, some years in fact. But a few weeks into our relationship, well, she died suddenly of botulism. David said that the doctors had never seen anything so unusual in all their careers. Anyway, I helped David get over his grief, and within 6 weeks we were married. It did cause a bit of nasty gossip though, so we decided to move away. Pastures new. We were blissfully happy. Oh, David was so generous. He gave me a wardrobe of new clothes, a marvellous honeymoon in the Maldives, a Mercedes, and I gave him a few little insurance policies in my name. We joined the Shakespeare Society and managed to secure the roles of King Duncan and Lady Macbeth. Well, they say it is an unlucky play, and I am not about to disabuse that theory. It turned out that David's King Duncan was literally his swan song. Who would have thought that the old man had so much blood in him? Me. You see, it should have been a plastic dagger, but some silly fool, they never did find out who, some silly fool had replaced it with a very sharp Sabatier knife. Oh, the Alderton Edges Shakespeare Society's Macbeth was quite literally a tragedy. David got a marvellous review though, because it was so realistic, and the representative of the local paper had left before you know what. So that was nice. Anyway, luckily for me, I was left very comfortably off, but quite lonely. I've been alone for some time. I like to make plans, and well, being alone isn't one of them. I'm looking for my next thrill. So if there are any hopeless romantics out there willing to die for love, click on my profile. I won't disappoint.